What you put on your feet in the wilderness should be more than just a name brand. It should live up to its design, being forged in the field by undergoing rigorous trials in the most challenging environments. Field testing is a tough and often exhausting process, but it's how you learn if your gear is going to hold up when it matters. From trekking rugged terrain to navigating wet and muck, experience is our best teacher. After field testing the Kalkal outdoor adventure, hunting, gardening, farming boots, this is my feedback.
This is the homeland of the Tule River Yokuts, the perfect jumping off point for testing the kalkalboots limits. Our first proving grounds are just inside the giant Sequoia National Monument at a location known to locals as the Stairs, a quarter-mile downward trek into a canyon where the middle fork of the Tule River flows. I was fortunate to have my father-in-law Toby accompany me to help provide feedback on the boots' performance, but more importantly, it's wise to use the buddy system in active mountain lion, bear, and rattlesnake country.
Coolness? Nope. Well, at first I didn't feel the cold mountain water through my boots. the insulation held up pretty good for a little bit. But then as I stayed a little bit longer in the water, through conduction, I was able to start feeling the cold through the thinner layer of insulation. However, that can easily be combated with thicker socks.
Can you wet a little bit? Yeah.
I don't feel it at all. You know what it feels like, Toe? It feels like there's pressure, like a boat. It feels like boats in water.
Really? Feeling pressure?
I feel the pressure of the water, and I feel the water wanting to push me up.
Interesting.
You know?
Buoyancy?
Buoyancy, yes. Because there's air. These are airtight. Nothing's getting through. I'm starting to feel a little bit of coolness now.
The first test was a complete success. No water entered the boots and they were sealed airtight. For these boots to have performed so well in water, I needed to understand the structural makeup of the boots. So in researching, I discovered that the blend is reinforced heavy-duty rubber and neoprene. The unique combination of these two blended materials understandably gives you unique flexibility as well as comfort, which I can definitely attest to. I was actually surprised to find that the boots maintained their rigidity without the feeling of being too firm, like most rubber boots. This is due to the layered material within the boots. The way that Kalkal layers their materials in their unique design is to basically optimize the performance and provide a good solid fit without losing comfort. One feature I found exceptional is the aggressive tread design. The rubber material is thick and deep set, which aided me with a more stable anti-slip traction while maneuvering through the wet sand, moss-covered rocks, and in later tests through muddy farmland. The way that the material gripped was comparable and competitive with my Danners and 511s.
Throughout this testing phase, it became apparent the Kalkal boot design is an art form, a perfect blend of aesthetics and functionality, a delicate balance of style and reliability, so that folks like myself have our needs met while exploring rugged landscapes. For me, when it comes to my gear, performance matters. So does durability, and so far, this comfortable, flexible design is holding up.
All right, so far, these boots have held up great. As of right now, I will be recommending Kalkal for your outdoor adventure, wetland, marshland, rainy land, farmland, wet weather, hunting, all-purpose boot. Let me show you another feature that I particularly like from the Kalkal boot.
On the back of the boot heels is a thick rubber shelf that allows you to simply put your boot to it to remove it without physically touching it with your hands, allowing for easy removal.
One thing that I can definitely say is it holds up to its promise that it does not leak. No water has seeped through. The boot is high enough to where I can step in those deep, muddy puddles, and it does not affect anything other than maybe a little splash marks on my jeans or on my pants. But I can say I am nice and dry. I've got a pair of breathable socks, so that way if I do get too hot, sweaty, at least my feet will breathe, because these things are pretty much airtight, and if you're out moving around doing a lot, you are going to get hot, you are going to sweat, so a good pair of breathable socks will benefit you. Also, I would recommend kicking them off every once in a while just to let your feet breathe as necessary, but they're very comfortable as well. I'm not having any problem moving around without comfort. One critique that I do have for these boots is that when you're out and about and you need something with a lot of ankle support, let's say you're out climbing rugged mountains or hills for any long duration, I don't think these boots will hold up to that type of challenge or that type of test. However, for flatland, marshland, things that I've shown you in this field test, they're holding up great.
I'd like to thank Kalkal, this episode's sponsor, for sending me a pair of their rugged, high-quality boots, and for trusting me to provide a fair, firm, and impartial review.
Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Last Boy Scouts Survival in Bushcraft. Hope you enjoyed this week's episode and the review of the Kalkal boots. If you like what you see, hit that like button. Subscribe, share with your friends and family, and stay tuned to the next episode of the Last Boy Scouts Survival in Bushcraft channel. As always, stay safe, stay vigilant, knowledge is your weapon. Be prepared.
Be sure to check out the link in the description box for order details and additional specs.